Welcome back, guys, to the No Stats, No Mercenary Challenge. As always, we're going to start with a little bit of a grind, but this time it's less about upgrading our gear and more about just getting some levels. If you guys saw the previous videos, you'll know that we've been struggling the most with the hit chance. And while dexterity and attack rating are usually a good way of getting more hit chance, leveling up is even better. So I took the time to go from about, I think, 26 all the way up to 40 at Eldritch. He's just such a great way to level when you get to Act 5. He's easy to get to, he's right beside a waypoint, and as we leveled, we increased the players count. By the end of it, we were able to do players 8 no problem, and somehow it actually got easier because we had more fire damage from Holy Fire leveling up and more accuracy from being a higher level than the monsters. Once we hit 40, we got started with the act. You can see the rest. Alright guys, so as you saw, level 40. And yeah, it honestly wasn't that slow. I really like this area. And our chance to hit is now over 80, which is fantastic. So we're probably just going to walk through, continue to use Holy Fire, which as you can see is just melting some of the monsters now. The damage is insane. I didn't realize how much resist fire is actually a synergy. 21% fire damage versus the 10% from salvation. Pretty crazy. So we're just going to take this Zeal Holy Fire all the way through Act 5. And we'll talk about respecking at the end of this episode and decide what we're going to do for Nightmare. I don't really see us farming too many more levels. Maybe the 45 before Nightmare, just to be extra prepared. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how it feels to be in this act, get to the end, do the Baal run, and we'll go from there. There she is. Now, we don't necessarily need the resist that we're going to get from this, but obviously we will need it in Nightmare, so might as well get it done. Some gloves, eh?
I am overburdened.
We picked up a lot of rare items throughout the grinding, and it was just never really that great. This is pretty good. I mean, the Frost Nova has been pretty helpful, but I think at this point, geez, I mean, is the attack speed even gonna help me? Maybe. We'll take these. We'll take these. We've been looking for an upgrade on the gloves forever. I mean, we've had those gloves since like, geez, what, like Act 1, Act 2? Crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot that by leveling resist fire, we actually have increased maximum fire res too. Look at that nice little 78. Beautiful. And Anya's gonna give us a shield, but it's actually not bad, but obviously not gonna beat what we have right now. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say maybe our res are so high that we don't need this, but 50 plus to all. Thanks, but no thanks, Anya. Okay. Hey, 10 to life. This is probably the highest we can get in normal. I don't know for sure, but it must be. 10 to life on a small charm right now is absolutely massive. I mean, what is that, like 2.5%? 2.5% of our entire life just from the small charm. Sweet. Okay, we've made it to the Arreat Summit.
Hello.
Now, I don't know how hard this is going to be. I'm not really too worried, but I know that these guys can be dangerous. So, I'm going to give it a shot without really, like, going massive on the potions. Because I just don't think it's going to be that bad. But we can easily just make a town portal if we're getting whacked and try again afterwards. We have almost 1,000 damage. Chance to hit has gone down a little bit. I'm not sure how it'll be on these guys, but let's find out. See if we can isolate them. Oh yeah, our damage is really good. I definitely don't want to fight them all at once though. Can I just maybe get one to come over here? Oh wow. Okay, we can't, but I don't even think it's a problem. Look at this damage. Chance to hit, 77. Somehow better than the regular monsters from the previous map. You love to see it. Boom. That's that. Easy. Easy. We're so over leveled that actually only gave us like maybe half of a level worth of experience. But let me show you what I meant by the resist fire synergy. So max damage 948, 1,000. Absolutely insane for a synergy, in my opinion. All right, onto the Worldstone Keep, and here we are. That wasn't too bad at all. Charge is actually coming in handy. The Holy Fire clears a lot of these lower level monsters, or lower health monsters, to the point where I can kind of just charge around and stuff just dies. It's really nice. Like, look at this. Look at that. Don't even need to attack. I'm really glad that I over-leveled myself, because I feel like this would have been a challenge otherwise. And we don't want that. We don't want a challenge on the challenge run. That just doesn't make any sense. This guy is immune to fire, but it doesn't seem to matter. We have enough damage not coming from fire that we'll be alright. Of course, Baal's always hitting you with the Decrepify when you're down here and you're doing any sort of melee or throwing, it seems. But look at that. Like, oh my goodness, we're so strong. Now, this is only players one. Don't get me wrong, but still. You love to see it. Resist is so high, we don't even have to worry about this. We can seriously just tank this. Look at our health. Barely goes down. If we didn't have the life on, we wouldn't even know we were losing it. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem just because we got decrepified. Unbelievable. Baal, no helping. Alright, not too bad. Sweet. The experience is actually pretty good. Maybe we will do a little bit of leveling before Nightmare. I feel like I could do players 3, maybe players 5, and get myself a little bit of an advantage. Okay, now these guys, I don't want to be surrounded by. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Even that was low. I really shouldn't be letting my HP get this low. But I like my rejuves. There we go. Perfect. They're all stuck behind each other. Jeez. The fifth wave is always like such a surprise because you get through the other waves and you're like, wait a second, I'm strong. And then the fifth wave comes and you're like, wait a second, I'm wrong. I'm not strong at all. Yes, the hit seems pretty good. 56, never mind. Never mind. Maybe we're just getting some lucky shots in. Okay, come on, Lister. You and me. Beauty. Beautiful. Okay, that was a little bit scary, but honestly, I've seen worse. Let's re-up on potions and then take on Baal. And again, I think for Baal, I think we could go for sacrifice. 54%. 57. Maybe we will just use Zeal. Honestly, I'm not too worried about being stuck in the Zeal for Baal. Let's see how this goes. Of course. Not too bad. It might be a little bit slow, but I think we'll be alright. Look at those X's. Oh my goodness. 51% chance. What about sacrifice? 50. Yeah. It seems our zeal has now begun outperforming the sacrifice, which wasn't the case when we were doing Diablo, so something must have changed with the scaling. I don't know if we got more levels or... No, I mean, we couldn't have. Either way, looks like this is going to be cake, guys. I think getting to 40 was perfect. We hit 41 off the Ancients. And now we're almost 42. Sweet.
You shall no longer taint this mortal.
And a Griswold's Edge, which is nice if you're not already using a spirit, and it's just not useful. Honestly, I don't know what we could have gotten there that would have really been great. I mean, unique and set-wise, I just don't see really anything. We need gloves, rings, amulet, belt, and boots to give us some health and some stats and some resist. Like, that's all we really need. I still don't see us swapping out of these unless we get something really high health. Like, it would have to give us more health or like very similar plus other mods. It's rough. But guys, that's it. We beat Diablo without stats, without mercenaries. We did it. But this is only normal. And we have 2 difficulties left to do. Nightmare, honestly, not too worried about it. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be easy. But I think we got this. Hell. Yeah, that's going to be a different story. That's going to be rough. But listen, guys, if you have any recommendations, what should I do for gear? What should I do for skills? We need to respec. I don't think that Holy Fire and Zeal is going to work too well in Nightmare. Although I'd like to try it, and we'll probably do a little bit of Act 1 with it before we respec, just to see. But I'm thinking hammers. I'm thinking Fist of the Heavens. But let me know what you're thinking. Destroyer. No stat, no merc. I love it. Guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one when we start Nightmare without stats and without a mercenary. Shout out to the Double D lover members that you see on the screen. And of course, a special shout out to Little Hoodison and Anna Varen for being Double D fanatics. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much.